Hello and welcome to the Nexus Report. My name is Tony Ray. I'm your community manager, and I am seated next to Stefan Frost, producer for WildStar.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty damn good. Dare I say damn? Because I'm doing don't just...
Intro show, banter. For once, just look into the camera and say nothing.
I was kind of hoping that you were going to do that. But you can't read it and then do it. You can't read it and then do it. The point is for you to read that and then look into the camera and say that. You can't read it aloud. No, stop. Don't give him his own camera. Don't give it, for sure don't give him his own camera. Please, come back. Let's focus. Let's focus this. What? Don't shut. This banter segment has gotten out of control. You're a monster. We've got a lot to discuss today, so we're going to cut this little weird bit short, whatever the hell that was. We are going to be talking about WildStar updates. We're going to be talking about some things you've done in the past 24 hours. We're also going to be talking with systems designer Evan Graziano.
Don't add flavor to it.
Graziano.
No, it's terrible.
No, it's good. No, it's real. No, that's real good.
I feel
so.
icky.
We're gonna get right. Oh! Why?
Yes.
Why?
Right in the throat.
Dude,
Right
that's
in the
not.
throat. You deserve that.
I was giving his heritage its due honor.
Heritage.
I just shot in the chest within
me.
seconds. I'm sorry. Apparently, people are betting now how many times we get shot with a Nerf gun and win.
You'll notice, as of late, I have not been shot a lot.
You,
however.
I'm on a.
Todos los días,
I'm
as
on
they
a,
say
I'm on
in
a tear.
Spanish.
Oh, he just spoke Spanish. He can't get shot for that.
Well, because that was efficient Spanish.
Well, that was an efficient flair on his last name. Let's get right into some updates. We also have fan art today. Another fan art and an epic moment. Maybe my most favorite epic moment of last week ever.
Favorite epic moment of last week ever. Okay.
Just shut your mouth. It makes sense to me in my head.
Sure.
Right off the bat, Gamescom codes. So a couple weeks ago,
Explain, please.
We hinted very heavily. We hinted heavily. We never said on this day at this time we're going to give codes out, but we hinted heavily. Here's the thing. The Gamescom codes were a little teensy bit broken. And we have a hot fix coming in. We're patching our weekly patch tonight, and that fix is in the patch, so that hopefully next week we will be able to give out some of those Gamescom codes to our viewers.
To be fair, it's also different for EU versus US people that would be getting those codes, so we had to address that as well.
Yeah. There was a lot of things going on with them, and so hopefully next week we'll be able to handle that and give those out to you guys. Because they're super cool and you get all kinds of exclusive stuff that you could only get at Gamescom, but now we're giving them out on the stream, hopefully next week. So if you were just here for the codes, I'm sorry. That's why I wanted to bring it up right at the top.
Should have brought it up at the end so we'd have more people looking. But
No, because then I would get tweets. I would get tweets like I got last week. How dare you make me watch the Nexus Report? I don't want to watch your stupid face. I just want to get the codes. I got a tweet like that. Got a tweet like that. It was very rude. Speaking of tweets, you sent out a nice little 140 character package out yesterday.
I did.
Huh?
Here's the thing. Yeah, I won't go into too much detail about it, but something that has been kind of coming up a lot is people have been asking about server merges and things along those lines. And I sent out a very general tweet, basically saying that we're looking into some tech regarding server stuff. That's all I'll say about it right now, because we're going to talk about it more in the future, and it's really not my place to be talking about that stuff. I'm not the live guy. I'm not anything like that. But I just want to throw out a little morsel. Just a little morsel
Your
for
voice
people.
got very high right there.
I'm
not the live guy, but I just want to throw out a morsel. That's all I want to do. I just want to talk about servers. Huh? Okay.
I care about you kids. That's all I'm saying.
He really does. He really does. You got a stern wag of the finger.
I did.
You got a stern wag of the finger. It will be addressed soon. Something else that got addressed last week is the State of a Game address from Mike Donatelli. That got posted on the forums. If you haven't checked that out, please go check that out. It's on the forums and the news announcements. It's pinned at the very top. Basically, in the whole post, the main story was that we are listening to your feedback and really taking a focus on bugs.
Yep.
Because of that, we are changing the release cycle of our drops. And so, we want to fix the bugs and make sure every single drop is as 100% bug-free as we can get it, or as bug-free as we can get it. Obviously, if it's 100%, it's bug-free.
Yep.
That's how percentages work. But we wanted to get every drop as bug-free as possible, and so we're changing the release cycle of our drops. And if you were at Gamescom, you saw the interview with Megan Stark. She's the one that kind of brought it up about first, and then we wanted to release like a bigger statement, and that's what the Mike Donatelli post was for, to kind of reach a broader audience. So that is up there. Read it in full detail again on our WildStar forums underneath news and announcements. Mike Donatelli, I think his name's Mike Donatelli on the forums. It might be Dapper Donatelli on the forums. I don't know if it's just a Twitter thing. Anyway, so those are our big updates. Frost's tweet will be readdressed soon. That will be readdressed soon. You're so happy. You're so happy. Look at how proud of yourself you are. That
I'm not proud of myself.
Big old smile. The state of the game address from Mike Donatelli. Go check that out. And now let's talk about PAX, because that is happening in literally a couple days.
So excited.
Very excited. We're flying out on Thursday. You'll be there most of the weekend. I'm flying back on Saturday. Or are you flying back Saturday?
I'm flying back Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm flying back Saturday night. So we're going to be there for Friday, August 29th at 7 p.m. at the Parlor. It's in downtown Seattle, very, very close to the convention center. We're going to have a community meetup. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be giving out drinks to the first 120 people that come. We're going to be, bam! We're doing a huge raffle where we're giving away 5 box copies of the game signed. All signed from the entire dev team. They're pretty cool. So be there for that. And the cosplay competition. Huge cosplay competition happening at 9 p.m. at the Parlor. Thank you. You're not doing any sounds with it. Bam! There you go. The winner of the cosplay competition will be getting $500. I can't get a BAM for that?
Make it rain, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second place gets 100, and third place gets 50. So be there for that, and come as a WildStar cosplay, because who knows? Maybe only 2 people show up in cosplay, and you happen to be that third person. I think a lot of people are going to come WildStar cosplay, but you should totally come and cosplay. It'll be cool. We're going to be taking a ton of pictures, post them up on the Facebook page, and on Twitter. So get yourself some social media action and become WildStar famous. Okay, that was weird. Also, a big note for the PAX Prime meetup: you do not need a badge for PAX. If you are not going to PAX and you just happen to live in the Seattle area, you can absolutely come to the Parlor from 7 to 11 p.m. From 7 to 10, it's all ages. That last hour is 21 and up. Please come. Don't need a badge, and it's first come, first serve, so show up early.
Yeah, everybody's favorite lore guy, Chad Moore, will be there as well, Papulicious. And that man can drink, so just be careful around him. Just be careful. That dude. All right, bro. Okay, who needs another shot? Okay, that is.
He really does.
You got to look out for that.
You really do.
He's dangerous.
He is a bad influence on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't even remember. Okay, that was weird. When we come back, we are going to be talking itemization with systems designer Evan Graziano.
No, don't do that.
Did it. We're going to be talking with him about items, so please post your questions in Twitch chat. Make sure you post them as Q, : and then your question. That way our system is able to pick them up. We'll be right back with Evan Graziano.
T for teen. Damn right. Welcome to WildStar. This is DevSpeak. This disclaimer will self-destruct. Now. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Guess what? Guess what? It's time for player versus player! I'm so excited. We're dropping a bomb on your face. That bomb is sabotage. AKA Backdrop 2, aka Daggerstone Pass, a 15 vs 15 battleground with mounts. Boom. Here's the sitch. You have a base. Your enemy has a base. Protect your fusion core, destroy their fusion core. Win! Capture and hold uplinks throughout the map to call in periodic airstrikes on the enemy's core. Sounds simple, right? But you forgot my favorite part, bombs! Now what they tell me you're supposed to do is grab a bomb, take it to the enemy base, and use it on their fusion core. But what do I like to do? Full sabotage. Enemies protecting their uplink? I'm gonna stroll up in here and drop a little ticking time bomb. Sabotage. Oops, I just killed you. Why don't I take that bomb off your hands and drop it on your base? Sabotage. Oh, did you guys want this extra bomb? Only 2 seconds left, but it's a sabotage. Hey, friendly teammates, we should stick together. Oh no, sabotage. Oh, wait a second. Whoa, get away, get away! Sabotage. Let us know what you think. The devs are listening.
And we are back with the man himself, Evan Graziano. You see? There we go.
Well done.
I tried. Do you enjoy when I say it like that? Does it add some flair to your
Look
day?
at his face.
It does, not really an Italian flair, but
Yeah,
it
there's
adds
more of
a
a-
flair.
It adds a pretty good flair there.
I like somebody in chat said Tony racist. That's pretty good.
Don't laugh like that.
Yeah, no,
that was a
that's good.
fake laugh.
That
You
was-
forced that
I
laugh.
totally did.
You forced that cackle.
Trolly.
Anyway, yeah, thank you. So we're gonna be badgering you with an onslaught of questions. Are you ready for this?
So ready.
Well, first let's get some time to generate some questions and get your questions in. Again, Q, and then your question. We're talking with systems designer Evan Graziano all about itemization today. So if you could focus them around itemization, that'd be great. If not, we can always throw to Frost or I about any other stuff.
Yeah, we'll throw it to you. It'll be great.
You know, you're the worst kind of person. Hey. Anyway, so how long have you been here at Carbine?
Carbine, I've been here for 4 months.
Okay, all right, sweet. So you just got in right about launch time.
About, yeah, a little before.
Oh man, that was a busy time. It was a very busy time. So what are you working on like your day to day? Is it solely itemization?
Yeah, I'm strictly itemization. Most people probably haven't seen a lot of the stuff I've done in regards to what's live. It's mostly been bug fixes. In regards to what's coming up, I did a lot of itemization for the Defile, Proto games, and I'm actually currently working on a raid-wide / veteran adventure dungeon itemization revamp, which I can go into a bit more detail on, I suppose, and hopefully get questions on that.
Yeah,
That was a spicy tease.
that
Yes.
was
Nice.
a spicy
Spicy tease. Hey, let's ask a question.
Well, can he go into a little more detail on that?
Do you want to talk about that more, or do you want to wait
Love
for
to
some
talk about
questions?
this more.
Let's
All right,
talk about it some
All right,
more, and
all
then that way we can get some questions about it.
So, pretty much we had the problem with a lot of the guilds that were raiding. They were seeing huge loot tables, a lot of gear that wasn't really intended for specific classes, like could go either way, like boots might drop that would be good for an assault warrior or an assault engineer.
Hold on real quick. We're getting a little bit of feedback that we can't hear what he's saying. I just want to make sure that we're picking everything up.
I talk really soft. Sorry.
Maybe talk a little more hard. All right, I'm sorry. It's the opposite of soft. It's the opposite of soft.
Awkward. Look, all right.
I just want to make sure everyone in chat and everyone watching is able to hear all these changes that are happening. It's very important.
Very important.
So I wanted to take a second. I was just getting some feedback from the chat. All right, go for it, man. I'm
Good
sorry.
to go. All right. I'm going to try talking a little louder.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Commanding.
So basically, I've just been going through all the raid itemization and trying to look for ways to improve it. So one of the big things I'm looking to do is cut down on the size of loot tables. So players are going to start seeing a lot of the items they want more often than going in knowing that they have like a 1 in 20 chance of seeing an item they want and then rolling against like 5 other people. I'm also going to be going through to restat a lot, if not all of the items, to give them more of a solid roll. So instead of a raid dropping maybe like 5 chess pieces that could kind of be alright upgrades for a warrior or an engineer, the pieces are going to be a lot more oriented towards one of the two classes. I'm also hoping to make the class items, or the class drops, a bit more potent and try to have those be more of the pieces that players are striving for. Right now they just kind of drop in the raids and they have the nice new appearances, but that's about it. So we're looking to add a bit more flair. We're kind of looking into potentially adding guaranteed Omni slots on these items, just so they are the best of the best for their respective raids. We're also looking into potentially implementing tokens for these pieces so that players are more likely to get them. This would be done in such a way where you might kill a boss and you could drop a token for a light glove. Doing this, I mean, there's less of a chance that players won't need the item. It's typically spread across the raid a lot more. And then we're also just pretty much going through the veteran dungeons and adventures, giving them a similar treatment, cutting down on the loot where applicable, restatting a lot just so the pieces have a lot more specific roles. Thought I had more to say, but I think that's it.
That's good. That's a lot of stuff. So if you have any questions about any of that or itemization in general, get your questions in. We got a bunch of questions, but real quick, where are you from? You got a very thick accent, and a couple of devs said to watch out for your accent.
Born and raised in Cali.
That was good. That was good.
I'm from Boston.
From Boston, yeah.
Don't do it.
Boston.
Don't do it.
Tell me straight up. My accent's pretty good, right? My Boston accent is pretty good. It's pretty good Boston accent. You know, I'm.
Ah! Why are you shooting me? Why are you shooting me?
Oh no! Oh!
I get shot for Tony's ridiculousness?
Hey,
Dark curve.
I'm sorry.
Dude, what is this, wanted? You threw it like that and just curved the dart? Give me a break.
Casualty of war, my friend. I'm sorry. Take that back. Okay, we got a bunch of questions. We're gonna get to them right now. Party on Garth. Will Elden Runic Flux drop from scavenge supply or crafting component bags?
Right now the plan is just to have a drop in the dungeons and raids. That may change at some point in the future, but that's not the plan right now.
Okay. All right, sweet. Next is from is this even a name? TBOSC. Those are just letters. TBOSC2. When is the amp ability points change going to happen?
It should be with the next patch.
There you go, next patch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Blood down. This is from
throwing it down.
Lulu no Kiami. I gave you crap for not being able to say it.
See?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Lulu Nakami. There we go. I love collecting collectibles.
Ooh.
Are there any plans to implement any new novelty items like the Gold Sun Essence?
Not that I'm aware of. That's not something I've been working on, and typically the people that I work with haven't either.
Give us the inside information. Now, don't worry. It's just between you and me. Nobody's watching.
No?
Okay. I tried, people.
There's also, if you're a big collectibles fan, there's a lot in housing everywhere. So it's a little bit different from the Gold Sun Essence, but yeah, as far as that's concerned, there's a lot of shit in housing to get.
This is from Dazed Sean. How soon can we expect the PvP itemization changes on live? It's been in PTR for a while.
That should also be next patch.
So yeah, it's when that patch goes live, pretty much. You'll definitely see that stuff. But we need to make sure, as we were saying before, with the bug fix stuff, when you have these builds, you need to make sure not only that you get the bugs taken care of, but that you also get the content that we're working on taken care of too, because there's going to be a ton of content in the next patch that we have. So
yeah, no, totally.
Wow, my face is really red.
Your face is really red? Those are the kind of things you don't say during a live stream.
I had a ton of caffeine this morning. So that's
Wait, your face is really red because you had a ton of caffeine this morning?
like unhealthy amounts. Yeah.
Unhealthy amounts. I'm sorry to point this out, but this is you on a ton of caffeine?
Yeah.
Wow.
you're a mellow dude.
Wow, you were a
say.
very mellow dude.
Imagine if I didn't have the caffeine.
Yeah,
That'd be terrible.
good
Dude,
You'd be laying
you'd
on
be
the
like
table.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, those fucking items.
What did you just say?
Fucking items.
How long you been on the team, man? Oh, that's crazy.
He used an F-bomb, so don't feel bad about that dart.
He did use an F-bomb.
Yeah, I got one in the can though, because you shot me earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
That was not intended.
Okay, well, thank you for having a bunch of caffeine. Your face is not red. That monitor, don't listen to that monitor.
I don't know what to look at.
No, don't look at that monitor. It's a weird looking monitor.
Right there.
You just look right in that pretty little camera. The people are loving you. They said that you are giving Handsome Kevin a run for his money for the most handsome dev at Carbine. Woo!
Handsome Graziano.
I'll take it.
Handsome Dev, or Handsome Kevin, you're getting called out. We're gonna have a handsome off.
Hey, this is from Days Sean.
I try to ask that.
How soon can we expect the PvP itemization? Oh, we asked that. Come on, bro. You got to get rid of those questions.
That's so embarrassing for you.
Oh, that is awkward.
Remember when I just said I just asked that?
Right.
That's super embarrassing for you. Hey, this is from Moki Kimoki. What are the chances for CRB Non sitting in front of the camera, and can we switch the Nerf gun with Pi? So CRB Non is the one who's pulling these questions. So he clearly saw this and was like, oh yeah, this is my time. I'm gonna pull it. Never. And we should totally switch those Nerf guns with Pies because I love Pie. Moving on. Rummykins. This is from Rummykins. Most BIS can be obtained before raids and through crafting, making raid drops often unexciting. Are raid drops getting changed at any time to be made more desirable?
Yes. Actually, we're making adjustments to crafting gear as well. We don't want that to be quite as potent as it is right now. That was never the intent, really. The intent is crafting should get you into the veteran dungeons, potentially into the raids, but the raid gear should be the best of the best. So that's going to be a lot of the influence for the restatting that I'm going to do, because I want that to kind of take precedence again.
Sweet.
Cool. So this next one is from Lucid128. Lucid128 asks, why do all level 50 boosts require Bloodbriar? It really increases its value way above any other herb.
That seems like more of a crafting-oriented question, so I can't really speak to that.
Crafting oriented.
So perhaps next time we have Noah Tool or Peachan on the show, we can ask that question.
Yeah, that'd be a good time. That'd be a good time. Or hit them up on the forums.
Or the Twitters. Noah's on Twitter as well. So.
What's Noah's Twitter handle?
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. So.
Well, ask us on Twitter and we'll find it.
Yeah, we'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah. Tweet us that question. All right, Void Zio, I think so. Is there a chance to increase drop rate in the 20-man raid? 2 to 3 epics per boss is a bit underwhelming. ... More loot, please.
Ellipses is
Smiley
what you
face.
call that.
No. I like to point out that it wasn't just the 3 dots. They used 5 dots? 5 dots. We're getting a little excited with 5 dots.
Hey, Evan, what's the deal on that?
All right. Yes and no. For a lot of the more difficult bosses, yeah, the plan's to have them drop more than like 2 to 3 pieces. The mini bosses, probably not as much because they're not as much of a challenge, but overall, yes, that's part of the changes that I'm making.
There we go. So this is from mtown43. Will we be able to customize weapon skins, sound effects, and colors?
We have some weapon skins.
Yeah, I mean, right now we do have the skins. Like I've seen the Rest in Peacemaker sword, for example. That is a weapon skin. That
but I haven't heard of anything in regards to changing the colors of weapons or anything like that.
Yeah, that's not something that we're looking into that I know of presently. To say like, oh, we're gonna have a sword, and I want this sword to be blue instead of green or whatever.
Seems like that'd be really difficult.
Well, it would take a lot of time. We do have dyeing in the game. You can dye your items on your clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, but weapons are a little bit different, yeah?
Weapons, you'd have to go through and add in something that is called a dye channel onto all the different weapons, and it's not exactly a trivial thing to do. So it would take some time if we were to do that. So if that were in the cards, it would be quite a while before we saw something like that anyway.
Got it. Luck Dragon Falcor. That's a cool name. Are there any plans for raid tier gear to be earned with tokens from bosses?
Yes, again. So with the changes I'm going to be making, the intent is to have tokens dropped from the bosses that can be traded in for the updated class pieces. A big reason for this is primarily to cut down on the loot bloat. I mean, we could potentially take 76 drops, turn into like 18, which is really nice. But this kind of also opens up drops to a lot of other classes, like I said. So you may be running through and instead of getting, oh, the class Esper Healer gloves, and say your Esper Healer is already geared up, it's like, all right, well, that's kind of a lost drop. This at least opens it up to the Spell Singer or Esper Assault or Support gloves.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, there is a plan for tokens.
Cool. So this next one is from Psycho Waffles. Will the stat changes? Do you like that one?
I don't know why. I like it. I like it a lot.
Psycho Waffles asks, will the stat changes on the gear go through on gear that has already dropped?
Right now, the intent is to release brand new gear. The reason for that is that although a lot of the gear that's already dropped has been intended for particular classes and roles, and we're trying to keep the stats oriented towards them, some of them are inevitably going to change, and we don't want, say, assault engineers stuck with pieces created specifically for assault warriors. So pieces you have now, they're going to stay the same. When this rolls out, there's going to be all brand new loot.
Cool.
This is from Mad Monkey McKnight. What are the plans for items from each new 50 zone like the Defile? Will the plan be to make them stronger as you go through each zone, or will the focus be more on cosmetic things?
Well, with the Defile specifically, the intent is to provide players with stronger gear. We don't want them outgearing like the dungeons and raids, but this is just kind of another stepping stone to get more players into those spaces. In the future, I imagine we're going to have more cosmetics associated with the new zones as well, but in this particular case, yeah, it's just stronger gear.
There we go. And you'll see that in the next patch as well with the Defile. So this is from Random Inconsiderates. There we go. Will we see special raid dropped mounts?
I'd love to. Right now, I'm not sure we have any plans for it, but it's definitely something I'd love to see.
He likes it. He likes it.
So yeah, we'll see. Maybe.
This is from Jazzy Chua. What's up, Jazzy? Jazzy is a streamer for us and just big part of the community. Any chance we will ever get a smart loot system, meaning items won't drop that can't be used by anyone in your group or raid?
Unfortunately, that decision's a bit above me. I'd love to see something like that, but a system like that does take a lot of work and testing and time overall. Maybe, but I really can't say.
Right. Now give us the real answer. Don't worry, nobody's watching.
You can't do that.
Dude understands that there's cameras right there and lights up there.
I know there's cameras and lights, but if he believes that this is the rehearsal, listen. Okay, all right. You don't want to tell us, that's fine.
Sorry.
I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to do hard journalism.
So this one is from Taguyan Basement. Did I hear well? Will class-specific items have Omni slots?
Yes.
Boom!
He gave you the finger point and everything. That was
That was a
cool.
presidential finger point.
That was.
Pretty much, we had the class items, and like I said, the only thing they had attached to them was the unique appearances, and we wanted something that kind of made them stand out more above the rest of the gear. Typically, a lot of games will do bonuses for a certain number of pieces, but we kind of already have that with the runes, so we figured this was a good way to kind of make it unique to WildStar and make it a lot more potent than the other drops.
Awesome. Now I have a question. Are you finding my whispering creepy? Because people think that it's creepy. They're calling me Creepy Tony. That's just doing hard journalism right there.
Hard journalism.
Oh, it's investigative journalism. I don't know what the hell that noise was that just came out of me. I apologize. This is from Sephi Roxby. Yeah, okay. Will we get more cosmetic items around the game, and not only cool armor in raids or PvP end gear?
Yes. We have cosmetics ready. I can't exactly say when they're going to drop and which content they're going to be with, but expect more cosmetics, yes.
There's a lot of really cool stuff, I think, that they have come down the line. I saw some concepts for some other future things. So dope.
So dope.
Dope.
You want to tweet about them? You want to tweet a picture of them?
Maybe.
I'm gonna take your phone away. Oh yes! This is my favorite person ever.
Okay.
This question is from Lee Whiz Whiz Whiz. Lee Whiz Whiz Whiz. So good.
Would you just read it?
I don't even see the whole question, but I'm going to try. It's so long one. Will players be able to avoid adventures and get BIS gear from dungeons instead of having to run Malgrave Trail over and over again? I understood that the dungeon raid was designed for a different type of player than adventures were designed, and it seems unfair that better gear drops in... I can't see the rest of the question.
Assuming adventures?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, in adventures and dungeons.
Yeah, was designed... Okay, yeah, right. Adventures and dungeons.
Yeah, so part of the changes that I'm working on is to create more of a solid progression so that the adventures are kind of intended to bleed into the dungeons a little bit with the potency of the gear. If you're able to run the dungeons successfully without gearing up through adventures, then there should be no reason to go to the adventures to get your best in slot gear. When these go live, dungeons will be consistently dropping more powerful items than adventures. Raids will be consistently dropping items that are more powerful from dungeons.
So this is from Apple Cider Mage. What's up? What is the hardest part of being an itemization developer? Big question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
I mean, I haven't personally worked on many games, but I've done itemization for 2. And I think the biggest thing is just kind of getting adjusted to the stats in the game. The last game I worked on, stats were fairly drastically different than how they're set up in WildStar, so it's pretty much getting accustomed to that and then being able to design or adjust the gear around that to make players want them, to make them specific for certain classes.
Awesome. All right. Now, what's the most wicked part about being an itemization developer?
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm so proud of myself.
Probably being able to be on this.
Yeah! We're the most wicked part of his job.
Don't.
We're the most wicked part of his job. Right?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Pretty good.
About that.
Okay.
So this is from Neptune Star 8506. Can we get a price drop on dyeing items? Seems like it costs a lot when I just want to dye 1 or 2 pieces of my 50 gear.
I believe we are making changes to that, yes.
Are we?
Yeah.
Really?
I can't-
Confirmed. You heard it here first.
I can't exactly say when, but it's definitely something that we're looking into. I mean, it's kind of a ways away, so I don't want to start spouting out details that aren't true, but it's something we're looking into.
All right, there you go.
All right, sweet. And we're aware of the sound issues that we're having this morning. They are trying to fix it currently. There are some issues with some of the mics, apparently.
Yeah.
Chat is noticing it.
Okay.
We are working on it. Okay. This question, Neptune. Wait, did you just? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
did you
No,
just
hey,
read? How
no,
embarrassing
listen,
is that?
listen,
You just read the
listen,
question that
listen.
I just read.
I didn't
And then
actually
you brought
read
it
it.
up
I didn't read
earlier.
it. No, I didn't read it.
That happened.
No, I didn't read it. I didn't read it. You read it. The whole thing like a big goober. Okay, I didn't. And I can do that faster. LaRodan asks, any thoughts on making rune fragments easier to acquire? How dare you in the middle of a question?
Yeah, actually, there's some salvaging changes coming in really soon, and that should help drastically.
All right, sweet.
Make salvaging a much more viable route of attaining fragments.
Easier to acquire.
And maybe more than fragments.
And maybe more than fragments.
More than fragments, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
really?
Yeah.
Any more? Any you care to expand?
Oh, technically, I wasn't working on it. That was Mark Chang. I wanted to give a shout out because he hates how I pronounce his name.
That's very nice
Yeah.
of you.
Well done.
No, it's just overall there's going to be a lot of improvements to salvaging, and that's going to be one of the results is higher acquisition of fragments.
Cool.
There we go.
That's pretty sweet.
So this is from Keybladder455. Blader. I'm sorry. Are there going to be less legendary orange gear to be dropped in 40-man since this has already been done with the 20-man raids?
No. The way it's set up is, yes, we have legendaries drop from the 20-man and the 40-man, but they're actually different item levels. Right now you can't see this, but we do have a feature going in with the actual item level. This is going to help a lot trying to figure out the potency of gear from adventure to dungeon to raid, but you will be able to see exactly what's what and see that the legendaries dropping in Datascape are in fact more powerful than what drops in Genetic Archives.
Awesome. This is from Irv War, right? Yeah. Is there a way to make it feel like our current gear won't just become irrelevant when these changes go live, or will it be so far down the road that it won't matter?
Well, I'm hoping it's not so far down the road, but it kind of depends. I mean, there's certainly a lot of good pieces in the game right now, and I don't doubt that a lot of players will get them. So, I mean, those shouldn't become irrelevant. This is just kind of an upgrade to everything. We didn't want to upgrade only the bad pieces and then just leave others behind, because we kind of want to have more of a standardized approach. So, a lot of the pieces that you have now will still be good, but going forward, this is just going to be the new way of doing things.
Awesome. Now, were you laughing at me? Did I say something incorrect? Apparently,
You said irrelevant incorrectly.
Oh, did I?
So it made me chuckle a little bit. So.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said irrelevant. Irrelevant. We're making words.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
That sounds like a
You know what?
a wizard.
You know, I am irrelevant, master of water and sound.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
So this is from.
To purchase the new Elven Runic Flux with Elder Gems.
Like I said with the question way towards the beginning, right now the intent is for drops in dungeons and raids. There's a good chance that might change, but right now there's no definite plans for it.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see if we can. Having a little technical issue with the questions for a second. When are we? We already did that one. So this is from a Rector Getty. Careful. When redoing the raid itemization, will you also include the raid level items on the Elder Gem vendor in the rework?
So the item level, that's a feature that's going to display on everything, raid item or not. So as you're leveling up, you'll see it. It's not going to be quite as important because you're going to be tossing out gear a lot quicker, but it'll show on everything. In regards to the Elder Gem vendor, it's actually something I forgot to mention. I'm also going to be spending a bit of time redoing that gear, because right now it kind of has a few pieces from the different tiers of gear, which aren't all that clear to players. And what I'm hoping to do is kind of have a few set tiers, so maybe, although this doesn't mean anything necessarily right now, but like tiers 2, 4, and 6, so the equivalent of Veteran Dungeon, mid-Genetic Archives, and mid-Datascape. And this would be full sets of gear. This way, players can kind of use it to fill the gaps they might have from raiding or running dungeons, instead of just hoping that a particular item they need is on the vendor. And this will also take care of the issue of some classes not having viable options there. I know, again, I feel like I always use that as an example, but for certain tiers of gear, there's engineer assault pieces, but no warrior assault pieces, so this should fix that. In regards to that, we're also looking into potentially separating this gear from Elder Gems. We were kind of concerned that a lot of players were spending a lot of the currency on the amp and ability points and kind of ignoring all the endgame gear. So we're kind of looking into better options that will allow players to do both.
Sweet. So apparently there was a huge loud noise in the stream, and I mean, obviously we don't hear it, but everyone's like, oh, R.I.P. ears, R.I.P. headphones, Carbine owes me new speakers. Really sorry about that. Like I said, we're having some issues. I think Frost mic is messed up. Of course, you're the one causing trouble around here. I feel like you did mean to. I feel like you did. So we got one more question here. Sophia Seed? That's a cool name. Sophia Seed, any chance of seeing more costume slots for characters? I have far too many costumes I want to wear for role-playing.
Sadly, that's not really under my jurisdiction, so I can't give a definite answer.
Probably not for a while. You know, when we have things that
You have to store on the player record that gets more to like database stuff and what we're kind of allotted to use and all that sort of fun stuff. So that comes a little bit more on the programming end that we need to convince people that are in the programming department that we need more of stuff. But presently, I don't think that's really happening. I think we have like 5 slots now, right?
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't use costume slots that
It's
often.
a pretty good amount. So.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and call the questions there because actually we have to mute your mic, which now means that this has become the greatest stream of my life. So you just why don't you read what the banter says now, Frost?
They can still hear me on yours.
No, barely. They can barely hear you. Not enough. Not enough to count.
I think it says you're a douchebag.
All that means is I just have to talk more and louder. So we're going to go ahead and get into some fan art right now. We're going to jump into some fan art because we've got a lot of fan art going on today. Now, I gave you a small responsibility last week, okay? And you abused the hell out of it. Now, you can't even talk. Your only job today is to click something, okay? You just have to click play. Are you going to be able to handle that? Shake your head. No, no shrugs, no shrugs. There, thank you. I need a yes. All right. And now it's time for the community fan art section. Yeah.
Still left out in the picture.
I know. Yeah. So solid, so good. You did a great job. You know, you can't even talk on your microphone right now. One would think that you would do your best to give us the best ending of the show as possible. And now here you are doing the same thing again. It's not funny 2 weeks in a row, all right? You did it last week. My blood is boiling. Our first piece of fan art comes from Maya Remblai. Maya Remblai, a little bit of in real life fan art. She made a little WildStar and then took it around. I think like took it to a store, put it in front of the WildStar. People were probably like, "What is she doing?" You know, like if they don't know the game. Why? Thank you very much, Maya. Very great job. Next piece is from Simon Loke. Look at this Granok art.
So awesome.
Yeah, Frost, you can't talk, but Frost was actually talking about how much he likes it, or how much he liked it earlier. Yeah, no, just don't talk. Just go ahead and just never talk again, Frost. So that's from Simon. Great job, Simon. Really, really like this a lot. This next piece is from Wicked Guitarist. This is this was for you. Yeah. I threw it in there because of the name. Wicked Guitarist. Very cool. Sorry, you're putting your head down in shame. I apologize. No, awesome fan art, Wicked Guitarist. Boston
accent.
Yeah, it's a great Boston accent. Actually, this last piece is from Vidyala.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's an awesome Orin.
Yeah.
I think I commented on this when Vidyala posted this on their Twitter.
So Frost just said that you had commented on this when Vidyala posted
I think
on
he
Twitter.
got my mic back.
Oh, did he get his mic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to repeat things.
Well, you know what? We could have said something sooner.
I think what Frost just said is what Frost just said.
This is awkward.
All right. And that's the fan art for this week.
Hey, that was
thank
great.
you so much.
That was great. That was really...
Yeah, I told you, it is not funny
it's an outro
when you
now.
do this.
It's an outro now. So,
oh my God.
The tweener. You know, it's in between some.
You're awful.
Did it. I did it, guys. I did it.
Are you good? Did you get it out of your
It's
system?
out of my system. You
Thank
can move on
you.
to the next thing if you want.
If you have fan art, please send us your fan art at wildstar-online.com. Send us your fan art. We want to see it. We want to see it. So send it to us. Hit us up on Twitter. Send us your fan art at Tony Ray, at Stephen Frost. Send it through the email. Post it on the forums. Get it out there. Post it to our Tumblr. We are everywhere, and I want to get as much fan art as possible. We've got a lot of fan art
I know
ready to go.
We're everywhere. Sounds like we're Batman or something, man. I just.
We're everywhere.
We'll
find you.
We'll find your fan art, and we will feature that on our show.
We will put it on our live stream. I hope you remember that.
Just take.
Who are you drawing for? All right.
Swear to me.
No. Draw for me.
There you go.
Yeah. It is now time for our favorite part. It is time for the
Epic moment of the week.
Nailed it.
So energetic.
My caffeine's wearing off. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, dude. If you want to take a nap, it's cool. So we're done with the questions. It's fine.
I don't think he even lifted his hand. It was just like,
I was kind of up there.
Whatever.
epic moments,
Sure.
Listen,
All
I'm gonna
right.
make it through the rest of the day.
I know,
I'm gonna
that's-
save
you're
as much
very-
energy as I can.
I totally understand
You're
that.
like a sloth.
This is, wow, that is just, now you're being rude to our guest.
It's kind of
You're
true.
being rude to our guest. No, don't take that from him.
I mean, hey.
Yeah. Hey, listen, this guy has got biceps the size of your leg, all right? He will mess you up,
I'm not
buddy.
questioning that,
He
I'm
will
just saying.
mess you up.
That means I gotta move.
Our epic moment of the week is brought to you by ourselves. Last week, we
Of
filmed
course, Tony picked this as the epic moment of the
This
week.
was the absolute.
Frost doesn't
This
pick
was the
these
epic
usually.
moment of the week on everyone's week. There's not even a question. I'm sorry. Would you stop? Would you stop with the breathing?
Let's go.
We wanted to make an ice bucket challenge, but we didn't want to make an ice bucket challenge like everyone else. But we definitely wanted to raise awareness for ALS because it's an awful disease.
It is an
and-
awful disease, and we were challenged by Hot Pepper Gaming.
Yeah.
I was specifically to make one of these. So we made an epic one, I think. And if anybody has any doubt of my love for this game, and also for the fact that I really wanted to raise awareness for the ALS, if you haven't donated because of this video, I hate your guts.
Jeez. But really though, kind of. I hate your guts too.
I still love you.
No.
I mean,
No, hate
yeah.
them.
Solidarity,
Hate your
bro.
guts.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donate to ALS, especially after watching this video. If you haven't seen it, please enjoy WildStar's Ice Bucket Challenge.
Hey there, my name is Stephen Frost. Recently I was challenged to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge by Hot Pepper Gaming. I've decided to just not get water dumped on me and go ahead and donate the money to the ALS because it's a debilitating disease and frankly California's in a drought right now, so I don't want to waste the water. Anyway, I challenge Mike Z from ArenaNet, Greg Street from Riot, and let's go with Dave Cossack from Blizzard. So thank you so much for your time, I appreciate it. You done?
I didn't want to waste water. Hey buddy, how you doing? Reliving the memory of my saliva and ice cold Coke Zero dripping down your face. Frothy.
Like I said, super dedicated. I get yelled at for you guys. I get spit on literally for you guys. And you know what? For this ALS thing, seriously, this disease is not fun. And if you take a look at it, there's been a lot of people that are affected. Even people here at the studio have had parents, friends, hit by it, and it's really not cool. Look it up. I think it's als.org, right?
Yeah, als.org. Please donate. We would, if you go to our YouTube channel or our Facebook, in the description is the link directly to the site where you can donate immediately. Please donate and you know, upload your own Ice Bucket Challenge with a twist, because you know, the drought and all.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But what would a cool video like that be without some gifts of it, right? So that it would live on forever. And thanks to Angelina on Twitter, she has made a ton of gifts from this video. So if you would like any of these, please go to Gritarena, G-R-I-T-E-R-I-N-A, gritarena.tumblr.com, and go snag one of these, save it to your desktop, and then go to twitter.com/StefanFrost and send one his way.
I want to mention that there's potentially not suitable for work stuff.
Oh, there's definitely not suitable for work stuff on that Tumblr account. Angelina, careful. But yes, go to that one page and send Frost a gift of it, because it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
You want to make an Ice Bucket Challenge? I'll spit on you.
I'm good.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay. I thought I'll
throw out also that there will be revenge for this.
Listen, that was for charity, man. All right?
Charitable revenge.
No, charitable revenge. We will be back next week. Once again, a quick reminder, PAX is coming up this Friday, 7 p.m., the Parlor in downtown Seattle. All ages until 10 o'clock. You do not need a PAX badge. Come, meet the dev team, hang out with us, grab a drink. Make sure to get there early because it is first come, first serve. And we will be patching tonight. That patch goes out tonight, so that hopefully next week we'll be able to give out some of those Gamescom codes with all of the exclusive items that come along with it. It's going to be a good time. Evan, my man, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. We're gonna have a handsome off with Kevin Lee. I think the fans want a carbine calendar. It'd be ridiculous.
No,
right?
They don't. No, they do not. Tony on a beach without a shirt on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it'd be awesome. How dare you? Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next week for another brand new Nexus report at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here. Make sure to follow us on all of our channels for all of the updates throughout the week. We'll see you at PAX if you're going, and if not, we'll see you next week.
Adios.
I don't believe it. Planet Nexus now lies before us.
We're approaching the Elven facility. Cambot 1, Cambot 2. You getting this?
Our work on this planet is something greater. It is something truly divine.
We shall reveal the ancient secrets of Nexus.
Ever get a feeling something's seriously wrong?
This is not good. Not good at all.